viruses. Without a long-term food solution, you will have just two options: starve or surrender. All canned food supplies will eventually run out. What then? Grow your own healthy food and feed your family forever. SurvivalistSeeds.com is now the nation's largest bulk heirloom seed company, and it's owned by a real patriot, Big John Lipscomb. You can now have an infinite amount of healthy vegetables like a watermelon, a bundle of carrots, or tomatoes for a little more than a penny each. SurvivalistSeeds.com. And now you can go into business with Big John at SurvivalistSeeds.com by becoming an affiliate. See his link at SurvivalistSeeds.com. SurvivalistSeeds.com.
Here's a question. If you have a septic system, did you know that proper maintenance can save you thousands of dollars in costly and unnecessary repairs? The answer is simple. Use septic system injector treatments made specifically for your home or business, available only at simplesepticsolutions.com. Made in the U.S., guaranteed to reduce sludge and odor by continuously cleaning your septic system, drain pipes, and leach field. This non-hazardous patented injector system contains billions of natural active bacteria and enzymes proven to digest household waste. With every flush, millions of enzyme-active bacteria flow through your system, breaking down organic waste. Only Simple Septic Solutions natural eco-friendly products keep your septic system unclogged and free-flowing, claims other products can't make. Installation is simple and lasts for 4 full months. Visit simplesepticsolutions.com. That's simplesepticsolutions.com, or call 508-759-0010. That's 508-759-0010.
It's the Alex Jones Show on this Monday, June the 14th. I'm sitting in for Alex. It's Paul Joseph Watson. We'll be taking your calls after the bottom of the hour. The number is 888-201-2244. That's 888-201-2244. So get lined up on the boards, and we'll discuss what we've been covering before the break, which is the fact that MSNBC are readying this huge hit piece, The Rise of the New Right, against grassroots American political activists, while Chris Matthews himself and MSNBC are throwing softball questions to and finding common ground with real domestic terrorists like the former Weather Underground leader Bill Ayers, who, as we played from the FBI agent before the break, planned to allow the invasion of America by these Soviet and Chinese troops, and the setup of vast gulags whereby Americans who disagreed with this would be, quote, re-educated or if not killed. Now, this is the ultimate example of a domestic terrorist, an extremist, and yet he's been given cover, and Chris Matthews is running defense for him while smearing us as the real violent radicals. It's the height of hypocrisy, and it just exposes their agenda-driven bias for what it is. Now, after Chris Matthews interviewed Bill Ayers, which took place in October 2008, after this controversy of Ayers' links with Obama had surfaced, he again ran defense for the domestic terrorist Bill Ayers during an interview with Pat Buchanan, when Buchanan raised Ayers' comments to the New York Times in September 2001, when Ayers said, quote, "I don't regret setting bombs, and I feel we didn't do enough." And then if he was asked if he'd do it all again, and Ayers responded, quote, "I don't want to discount the possibility." So this is a man who not only planned and executed bombings against government buildings in the 70s, but decades later he expresses no remorse whatsoever and even indicates that he would be willing to do it again. And this is a man who has been defended and who has found common ground with Chris Matthews during his interview with Matthews on MSNBC. Now, I mean, it comes as no surprise that Matthews is cozying up to this communist revolutionary Ayers, because Matthews himself once named one of his heroes as the communist ideologue Saul Alinsky. And also recall that during a segment with Rachel Maddow on MSNBC, Matthews also let slip the fact that he analyses politics from a Marxist perspective. And we've got that clip, so we go to that clip now.
No, I'm Marxist when it comes to analysis. People judge their current economic circumstances, and then they make political judgments.
This is one of those nights, though, when we can be absolute purists in terms of extrapolating from this one race, because there was only...
So there you have Chris Matthews saying, quote, I'm Marxist when it comes to analysis. So he's admitting to analysing politics from a Marxist perspective. Now, what do we do here at the Alex Jones Show? We analyse politics from a constitutionalist/libertarian perspective. Why? Because we're constitutionalists/libertarians. Now, if Matthews is admitting that he analyses politics from a Marxist perspective, then what does that make him? It makes him a Marxist. And this was only emphasised by another segment on his MSNBC show, which he had several months ago, whereby he had these guests on from Politico and these other organisations. And Matthews and his guests basically implied that anyone who is sceptical of or expresses disdain or distrust towards government is psychologically insane. Now, where does this come from? It comes from the Soviet mental asylums, which were used by the Soviets, by the communists, to isolate political prisoners by categorizing their distrust of the state as a psychological illness. And it's similar to what happens today in North Korea with Kim Jong-il, where 200 million people are held in gulags because they've expressed distrust of the government, even to just a mild extent. So this is what Matthews was advocating during this debate, where he said that people who distrust government are psychologically insane. Is it any wonder that this is a guy who's defended somebody who once called for giant communist re-education camps in America? And as I said before, the notion that Ayers is merely this reasonable, rational individual is completely contradicted by the fact that he still advocates these kind of methods, and he's unrepentant for his bombings against government buildings. Now we'll continue to explore Ayers' ties to Obama himself after the break. This is the Alex Jones Show. Load up the board with your calls. We'll be getting to you after the bottom of the hour. Stay tuned.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN
should I get
Radio
the
Network.
callers to Paul?
Hi folks, this is Alex Jones, and I want to tell you about the Silver Lungs generator. Now you can produce pure and endless colloidal silver and deliver the solution directly into the bloodstream by breathing the solution through the lungs. The respiratory system is the first line of defense for airborne pathogens and viruses. The Silver Lungs generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced nano-silver solutions and also delivers the silver nanoparticles instantly into the bloodstream. With continued legislation threatening the sale of nano-silver products, you can now produce pure and endless colloidal silver with the Silver Lungs generator. Very easy to follow, step-by-step instructions are provided, making production fast and simple. Go to www.silverlungs.com today and learn more about the breakthrough technology of the Silver Lungs generator. That's www.silverlungs.com. This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now, new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup, insurance, and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.
You may be arrested and or subject to other police action.
tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on Earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at prisonplanet.tv.